Hey guys, okay, so this is a response to Inconspicuous Man, a man that was in the comments who wanted us to watch a video on sex robots that he did because he saw the number of dislikes that we were getting and he wanted to help us out because he thought that we were getting dislikes because we didn't really understand the whole deal with the sex robots. So out of curiosity, because until April made a mention of MGTOW in her video, I didn't even know that they existed. I didn't even know that this was going on. So being the truth seekers that we are, I'm actually fascinated and I wanted to know more. So first things first, I don't care about the number of dislikes we're getting. If I get 4 likes, and 1,000 dislikes, I'm not gonna cry. You know, it's YouTube at the end of the day. You know, bring them on. Bring your dislikes to our page because we know who's disliking the videos. It's men that don't want to hear the truth about the poor decisions that they've made with women. Look, I'm making this comment because based on my observation and my life experience, I've had many guy friends that have chosen women. I've seen them pick women who are nice, they were both pretty, but I've seen them pick women who were nice. I mean, push women who were nice aside and pick the evil demonic women. When all their friends around them, both male and female, were telling them, look this girl's crazy, she's gonna do this, she's gonna do that, I see it coming. And at the end of the day, it was their own stubbornness that kept them being with that woman because maybe they want to prove everybody wrong, or maybe, you know, for whatever reason, they chose that woman, okay? So, and then they come out that relationship and they want to deem all women as crazy, but no, they end up picking the crazy women because there are plenty of sane women out there, just as there are plenty of sane men out there. And I would say the same thing about the women who dog men and talk crap about them, okay? I don't think all men are crazy or violent or whatever, but there are women that keep attracting the same type of men. So I think when you keep having the same pattern over and over again, you need to do some introspection and figure out why that is, because you know you're gonna keep doing it and you're gonna be miserable. So I mean, if you think it's shaming, I'm not gonna even be sorry. You can think what you want to think. This is what I think. Please don't say all these horrible things about women and think that we're not gonna have an opinion back. Like, I don't know, maybe that's why you need a robot, because you don't want somebody to talk back to you. You know, and this is the whole thing too about the robots. I think that there are a lot of men that are shallow and that are cowardly. They're afraid of women that are strong, and they'd rather have, you know, they'd rather stick their hoo-ha in someone than to have them, you know, just something that can stick something in and not, you know, have them talk back or nag them or call them on their BS. I'm sorry, that's what I think. Now, if you're strong in your conviction, then why do you care what I think, right? Why do you need me to understand? To me, it's ridiculous. So I learned something. I don't think it's going to further the rift between men and women, but I think that there already is a rift, and I think it's going to just give contentment to the men and women who can't find validation or love in the opposite sex. So I think that men, I don't think they're creepy. I really don't. I just think, you know, it actually makes me really sad that these men and women are choosing to give away their humanity because they don't have the courage, because they let the opposite sex suck the courage and suck their soul out of them to the point where they can't grow up and, you know, introspect and find healing. So they want to, you know, find it in an inanimate object. It's ridiculous. So I know one of the videos, he was saying 80% of women go for the top 20% of men. Well, duh, it goes the other way around too. So when you get sex robots that are obese and with no hair and like flat chested, then maybe I'll believe you. But, you know, please don't act like you're above being shallow about aesthetics, because it goes both ways. So to me, it just seems really a vapid and nihilistic existence. And it makes me actually really sad, because I care about humans and I care about humanity. I don't care what you think, but I'm going to say For those of you who are considering doing this, get mad at me if you want. Maybe later you'll think about it and you'll be like, okay, but I think I think you're going to get to the point where you're going to get depressed. You're going to have this, and then something is going to be missing, and you're gonna get depressed. So I'm curious to see if the suicide rate is going to go up in these people that choose to be intimate with a robot. Because at the end of the day, we're still human beings. You can deflect from our humanity and distract us from our humanity, but at the end of the day, that's what we are. That's why I believe we're here on Earth, okay? To connect and learn from each other. So I don't really see any really profound growth happening when you're with a robot that's not going to challenge you. You don't want anybody that's going to challenge you. Yeah, you don't want anybody that's going to challenge you. So you don't grow up and you stay in a state of arrested development. And this is why people think that these people that want these sex robots are childish and immature. And I think they are. I think they've been traumatized to the point where their development has been arrested. Okay? That's what I think. So, and also, the thing that kind of cracks me up is, I've seen some videos of men are talking about how women take their money and are all obsessed about money and they're in debt because of women. So you're going to buy a robot that costs thousands of dollars, maybe tens of thousands of dollars, and you're going to go into debt for a fake woman or man that's not even real. For a fake woman that's not real, okay? Right? You don't want to see yourself live on. You don't want to have children, I mean, that's sad to me. It really is. And the men that I'm making a lot of these videos, I haven't seen one. I'm sure there's some, but I haven't seen one where anybody's showing their face, right? They're commenting and they're making videos. So if you're so strong in your convictions about what you're doing is right, then why don't you show your face, right? Why don't you, put yourself out there, right? To me, be vulnerable. Like, we're being vulnerable. People are sending us death threats and saying they want to do all weird sexual stuff to us just for having an opinion, right? But you need to put yourself out there. This is another thing. Women, you need to realize this too. If you're having issues with women aren't attracted to cowards. So to me, I see that as a real cowardly thing. We're not attracted to that. We're just not. And most people aren't, not even, it's not business partners, not people that are successful. And to me, it just feeds into this whole social justice warrior victim mentality on both sides, from men and women, where you don't want to take responsibility, you want to play the victim, and you want to blame everything on everybody else. So women are going to blame men and go be like, oh, I'm done with men, I'm going to get a cat, I'm going to get a sex robot. And then men are going to be like, I'm done with women, I'm going to get a sex robot, whatever. It's ridiculous. So, say that I'm shaming. I don't care. I really don't. This is what I think. Let me see. I think that's it. I mean, I had a lot of notes, but I want to see that Twilight Zone episode. I really like that episode, I like Bill Burr too. I think, I hope, this is my hope. I hope that there are MGTOW men, and there's some that have been really cool. I hope if you're really getting something out of this and you're finding male bonding, which I think that there is a need for that, and I think that there needs to be some kind of movement against the court system, and I totally support that, because I think it is unjust when it comes to men. But that's the court system. Did women make those laws? Who made the laws? You need to start thinking about on a bigger level. If you really want to change things, who made the laws? Look who is controlling the education system. Who are putting these ideologies into our education system, into our university, right? You look at people that have their hand in their finances and their investment in education, in the court system, right? It's a bigger issue than just women doing it to men and men doing it to women. I think personally that a vicious cycle has been created by the elites, by the higher ups, to get us fighting against each other, to cause a rift between each other, so we don't procreate, and so we're fighting. It's another element of divide and conquer. And I think the same thing is being done with race, right? As a teacher, I look at the education system and some of the stuff that I even had to teach some of my kids. One of the reasons I moved out of the traditional education system, you know, we're always taught about like white people are like the worst human being on earth, and they caused all the slavery and all this stuff. We're not taught. I didn't know about like black people enslaving other people, enslaving their own, having slaves until I was older, right? And I didn't know about, you know, other races causing other genocides, other types of slavery. I didn't even know about slavery going on today, still to this day, until I got older. But I think that there is, you know, in our media, in our society, in our education system, you know, that's another way of causing a rift. When you are pitting the opposite sex against each other, when you're pitting other races against each other by omitting information and leaving them disempowered, and you know, letting it be okay to blame the opposite sex for something instead of taking responsibility, they're easier to be controlled. So like it or not, you're being controlled. So get mad at me if you want to, if you need to. Be mad. If you come on my page and you leave like vulgar stuff, I'm gonna block you. I'll block your grandchildren. I don't care. But be mad. Be mad. Think about what I said. You know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. But maybe I am. Okay? Maybe I am. Who knows? But this is what I think. And like I said before, if you're strong in your conviction, then who cares what I think? Right? If you're right, who cares what I think? Why are you gonna try and convince me? Like, I'm not in a space to be convinced because I'm strong in my conviction, right? I'm on my page making my own videos about what I think, and I'm not coming over your page. So all the people that are coming over here trying to convince us or trying to death threat us or trying to like say stuff, like, remember, you came over here, we didn't come over there. So that's all I have to say. There's some, you know, some men that I hope that, and I know I've been snarky most of this video, but right now I really am being sincere. I hope that you do find healing. Because I hope that you find healing and happiness with another human being. Because at the end of the day, I think that's what we're here for, to connect with each other as human beings. So, yeah. All right, guys. Peace and love. Bye.